What's up? What's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. And today I'm going to show you my attempt at trying to smoke a tri-tip steak like a brisket. Spoiler alert, it didn't turn out how I wanted it, but this cat enjoyed it. So let's look at that as a positive note. I grabbed this tri-tip steak and I left the little pieces of fat cap on the outside. My thought was you do that with a brisket when it's not too thin, so let's see how it renders down. I do actually think this was a good piece here. I think it was the right choice, but again, at the end I'll complain about this tri-tip and how it turned out, and we'll go through all that. So how I did it, I hit it with this mustard binder, then a homemade salt, pepper, garlic rub that I've made myself. Pretty generic, you can just look up any salt, pepper, garlic rub, SPG, and it's basically that. I made sure to pat it dry, and I got this tri-tip fully coated. Pretty basic stuff here, both sides fully coated, try to get all the cracks and crevices, all the edges, all that stuff. Pretty standard, nothing out of the ordinary. Now, for my smoker, I got that thing running up around, I think it was like 250 like 250 I had this sitting at. And I don't know the exact time frame. I think it was like 4.5 hours or something before I hit 165 internal. But anyway, just in the end, I was not thrilled with how this turned out. It was drier than expected, and I think I didn't wrap it at the right time. I wrapped it at 165, and I put some beef tallow in there as well, but still, it came out dry and just... we'll get to that here. Let me jump us over to that part of the cook. So here I am optimistically running my offset smoker, like I said, around 250. And I got the tri-tip on there. Nothing special. The meat thermometer in there to monitor it. And where I was looking for that 165 internal. So after about, an hour and a half, this is what we're looking like. We're starting to build a bark. That smoke is clinging on to those particles, that pepper in there, that garlic, that salt. We're getting it starting to build up. That's exactly what I was looking for. I was pretty pumped at this point. This is about the 3-hour mark or so. And again, the bark is still building. It's looking good. I'm excited about this. I probably should have been paying more attention at this point for looking to get into the wrapping stage. But I didn't. And I let it go. Then I let it go to, about 4.5 hours or so. And this is where we were at. Again, my bark was looking good. I was feeling good about this. I wasn't exactly sure if I should be nervous, scared, if the cook was going wrong. I was giving it a spritz, as you can see here, with some apple cider vinegar, trying to make sure things are staying moist while they're cooking through. And the meat thermometer at this point, it was coming up on 165. So I wrapped it. I wrapped it with beef tallow. And it looked like it was absolutely drenched. It looked great until I unwrapped it. So I unwrap it here, and you can see it's not giving me jiggle. It's not giving me wiggle. Now, I'll be frank, I actually don't know if tri-tip jiggles and wiggles like a brisket. But I can tell you it didn't, and that disappointed me. So, I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on myself. Maybe I'm being too picky. But I always like to share even my bad cooks if I'm filming them. I'm not some professional chef. I'm not BSing you guys here. I mess up all the time. I do bad cooks. I am not professionally trained. I just like barbecue a lot. So here was the result when I cut into it. And look, it's not dry per se. It's got a great smoke ring on it. But it's definitely not juicy. That tallow really saved the day here. So I'm going in, I'm slicing. And I think I might have even sliced with the grain. I'm supposed to slice against it, but what can you do, right? At this point, I was just kind of a little bit flabbergasted, a little bit I shouldn't say disappointed, because I still had all this meat. And let me be very clear here. I ate every last bite of this. Nothing went to waste. Every single bite was delicious. I know I can do better. So I got to get you guys a good tri-tip recipe video out. Well, I already have a really good tri-tip recipe video out, but tri-tip like a brisket recipe. That's one of my next goals. So I'll hopefully do that over the holiday. But even this, I'm giving that a squeeze. That looks dry. There's a little bit of juice there, but it's because I put tallow on this. So, if this hadn't had tallow, it probably wouldn't have been the best at all. But again, it was still absolutely delicious. Let me make sure that's absolutely clear here. This was to die for. It was still melt in your mouth. The tallow was, oh, it added that perfect flavor. And I plated it up with some simple mashed potatoes and corn, because you know me, I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy. Pretty straightforward. And here's a taste test. It was not bad. Check it out. The cat loved it. Every little last nibble, every bite. This is Cleo, by the way. She's one of my cats, and she absolutely loves my barbecue. Every time I come in with some barbecue food, barbecue chicken, she goes absolutely bonkers for. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Stay safe.